Now we are recording. First of all, is Jen on here? I wanted to give Jen like a huge shout out because there she is. Because legitimately, she's an SE10. Are you a 12 now? Just 10 at the moment. Just 10 at the moment. So she had 2 points on the board and she put 4 points on she put the rest of the 8 points on the board on Saturday morning. She's a brand new coach, you guys, for those of you who don't know that. So if she can put 8 points on the board in one morning, you for sure can put 5 points on the board between right now and Wednesday at midnight. That's the end of this month, right? Wednesday at midnight. I don't even know unless I look at a calendar. So some tricks for you. So I know a lot of you folks in here are new, and so I just wanted to say, if you have not signed up your spouse yet or your significant other, we always recommend that anyways because it's the U+2 rule, and you want your spouse or significant other at the very top of your organization. This is how it's going to help you earn more money in the long run. Coaches who don't do this beat themselves up later because you kill your earning capacity. So you want to make sure that you put your spouse in early. If you do not have a spouse, you can use a parent. So mom and dad, have them sign up. Be like, yo guys, I'm doing this awesome thing. You'll love Shakeology. It's going to keep you healthy. It's going to keep you around for a long time. I like that. You'll like it. It's going to be convenient. It's going to make you feel good. It's awesome. Give it a try. If you hate it, you can send it back in 30 days, but you're probably going to love it because I love it. So why don't we get you started and you guys can be my first 2 customers. Boom, mom and dad, left and right. That's easy peasy. Now you're emerald and you've got 4 points on the board. So it means you only have one more person to find. Or maybe you only have a dad, so you have a sister or a brother. Like anybody like that you could sign up. So that's one of those Hail Mary things of like, okay, I have nobody on the board yet, but I need to make Success Club by the end of the month. So who can I use for my U+2 rule? Or who can I find that's a best friend of mine or a homie that's just like, yo, I will do anything you tell me to, right? So just find that friend that'll do you a solid, in the words of Chris Reed, in a pinch. Also, again, like even if you have 0 points on the board, you can definitely do that and you'll get 4 points on the board and then you just need to find one person. And that makes it so easy. Or let's say you have 4 points on the board. You never, ever, 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 ever end your month at 4 points. If it means one more person and you're in Success Club, you don't ever end on 4 points. You push, you find someone, you find a friend, you offer an incentive, you put up a post, you follow up with every single person you've ever talked to, but you push and you get those last 2 points to get yourself into Success Club. Because that's what we do to be successful in this business. We get into Success Club. And I know that we are talking about Success Club a lot, and many people might be like, I don't even know what that means. What it means is that you're building your business. It's a measuring tool to help you grow your business. And those who are making Success Club consistently are growing. If you're not growing, what's happening is you're either plateaued or you are shrinking, you're falling, right? So you need to constantly be adding people to your business so that you can hold on to your rank. You need to constantly be adding people to your business so that you can find people who want to build. Because if you're not adding, your business is falling apart. So it's a way of measuring that. Plus it gives you extra incentives. Plus it helps you. I mean, statistics say, guys, if you're making SE5 or above or consistently, you make a 6-figure income within 3 to 5 years of this business. Now, I don't know. I mean, most of the people I see on this call, whether you're my coach or not, I've heard you say that you want to leave your job. What could a 6-figure income mean for you? That means you get to leave your job. So if to get to that 6-figure income, it just means like, hey, I need to put 6 points on the board each month and find 3 people each month. Is that worth it? Absolutely. So we're going to share with you a few other things. So that's one thing I'm going to mention right off the bat. Find a friend and sign them up. Be like, dude, you want to try this. You want to do it with me. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Or a family member, just somebody who will jump in with you and help you get those points on the board. I'm sure you guys have a boyfriend or a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister or a cousin or an aunt or a bestie that would do that for you. So that's one way to get points on the board. The other thing is to use an incentive. So I would recommend putting up a post that offers an incentive. I offered the incentive of Energize. That's what I was just looking for, was that one post in particular for you guys so that you could take a peek at it. I offered Energize as an incentive, and I signed 5 people in one night. 5 people, one night, just because I offered some Energize. Is that worth me spending $35 on some Energize and giving it to one of them? Absolutely, right? So here, let me see if I can. Hey, Meg, did you find yours?
I did. It's
Okay.
not the greatest, but
That's all right. Share it. It works. How many people did you sign that day?
3 at like 11 o'clock at night on Halloween night, and I was literally watching a horror movie, and I was like, had my I didn't want to watch the movie anyway, so I had like my phone underneath the blanket, and people were reaching out to me because of this one post.
Right.
Do you want me to share it?
I do. Well, just read it or yeah.
I think you need to
see it.
Hold on.
Go ahead and share it then.
Can you see it?
No.
Hold on. No. Here we go. You see it now?
Yes.
Yeah, so this was back in 2015, so a lot has changed since then. But basically, I was wording it in a way that it was only $10 extra for a 21-day fix at the time. Because then I said, like, with your 30-day supply of dense nutrition, it was only $10 more. Because at the time, it's like only $140. So I guess if you word it in different ways, it makes people think differently about spending the money.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's something, I mean, when you're wording something with like 80-day obsession or something like that, it's obviously going to clearly have to be different wording than that. But
right,
you see what Meg's saying. Like, make it look like it is a deal, and you're going to have a better ability. That picture is so funny because you would never show that now.
I know. I can't remember the last time I used the containers in a picture.
All right, hold on.
Anyway,
I found mine. So here's what I did. I literally just wrote on a piece of paper, "Snag your Energize giveaway." And then I wrote 3 names on it of 3 people who had already been entered to win it, right? And then I said, we have 3 winners for the Energize giveaway so far. 2 left. Who's going, who's going to get them? I have several people who've said they're in but haven't completed enrollment. Have to be fully in to get the prize. Will that be you? So that was a follow-up post to the original post that I had done. So, but that worked really well. So that's something that like you guys could throw up Wednesday night, right? But before that, you could throw up, I know I'm saying throw up. That's funny. Why is this working? Work. I can't move. Is it because I'm sharing my screen? I'm going to stop share for a second and see if I can move this. No, Facebook's just being a dirty, dirty hoe. You just laughed like that. That's funny. All right, let's see. Okay, and then here was the first post. So let me show you this too, and hopefully the screen will move when I actually share it. Because it stopped for a second. Okay, here we go. So this is the first post. So this is the post that I would say, guys, it's early on in the night tonight. You guys can throw something up like this tonight. All right, guys, I'm in the giving mood. LOL. Sometimes I feel like Oprah. You get a BOD All Access pack. You get a new sense of self-confidence. You get a new booty. You get a new body. You get better cholesterol. You get the point. So, but for the 24 hours only, I want to offer the next 5 people to sign up with me with a challenge pack, a free 10-day supply of Energize. So guys, I didn't go and purchase like a big container of Energize for $35. I got the sampler for $13. Okay. So I literally would just send it to them. So we're saying if I had 10 people sign up, I probably would have given it to all 10 because why not? The money that I would make up for it. So this is what I did. And as a Beachbody coach, you can give away anything as long as it's $50 or less. Like you can't say if you sign up as a coach, I will give you this, because that's like baiting for recruitment. But you can say if you purchase a challenge pack, I will give you this. And as long as it's under $50, you're good to go. So these little Energize little samplers is nothing, $13. So I just said, for the next 24 hours only, I want to offer the next 5 people to sign up with me with a challenge pack, a free 10-day supply of Energize. Yep, the pre-workout drink that I drink every day, that liquid unicorn gold, can't live without, have no idea how I ever worked out without it, should be marketed to moms with no sleep, superpower freaking liquid of the gods. Yes, you get a full 10-day supply to help you with motivation as you start your journey. My group is now open, and it's going to keep you on track through the holidays, right up to the 80-day obsession is launched, to which you'll have immediate access as well as a sneak peek. So guys, I was selling packs at this point, and we didn't even have 80-day obsession out, right? But I was using 80-day obsession as my like carrot that I was dangling. Now we have 80-day obsession. So you can talk about what you're experiencing currently in the challenge group. You can share your results so far if you're comfortable doing so. You can talk about what's changed for you since this program and what you're getting in that challenge group. And you can offer an incentive like this right at the beginning of the post. You'll see at the time I just said spots now open, join me, and I put up a post of my before and after at that point. So I had like 40 likes on this, but I literally had 5 people sign up with me within 24 hours because of this post. Like, actually, I think I had more than that. But so within less than 24 hours, that's when I put this up. Like, there's still time. And I just put who had actually officially purchased so far. So that's just a nice little way to kind of build that urgency. So that's kind of how you can create like a storyline urgency to get going with that. So that's something you can do. Incentive, find a friend. Again, just posting to your page about like what it's done for you so far. Reaching out to absolutely every single person that has liked anything that you've posted in the last like few days, even if it had nothing to do with Beachbody, you can literally reach out to them, and I will put this wording for you right in the chat so you can grab it and use it if you want to. If I can grab this right now. And, all right, so I'll throw it in this chat. This is the wording that I would use. Just anybody, whether they like whatever post that they. I just copied it, and it didn't actually copy it. I copied something else. Let's see here. All right. Try número 2. Oh my God, it didn't work again. Why? What is happening? Copy. Paste. There we go. All right. So, this is something that I've just been writing to them. Hey, how are you, ladies? Saw you like the post today and thought of you. Have you seen my post lately about AD obsession? I'm freaking loving it. Ever consider doing it? Really, really super simple and to the point, right? And then you use that script that we've created for you where you add them right into the info group, tag them in, just say, watch this first post, and then let's chat questions. You don't even have to have them watch everything. Watch this first post, and then let's talk. Okay? So what else? Anybody else want to share things that they do last minute to get into Success Club? Anybody else on the team? I know this wasn't the most fancy call or the most exciting call, but guys, if you literally take my advice and you just reach out to like everybody you know, send them a little message, put up an incentive post, reach out to a family member, send out donuts, follow up with everybody, you'll get in. How about this? Jen's new. Jen, what have you been doing to get in?
So I think I shared a little bit of this with you, Joan, and maybe a few of our other girls, but last week I just had a really rough week. My grandfather was really sick. I was super emotional. I was really struggling in my own nutrition and fitness, just like getting everything in, as I'm sure we all have. We're at the halfway point. We're all tired. And so I was just really down on myself. And then Saturday, I actually had the entire day off, which I normally don't. I nanny on Saturday mornings, but they were out of town. So I had the entire day off to just be at home. And late that evening, I actually took my Energize because I was getting ready to clean my house. And someone that I had sent a message messaged me back. And so I started talking with them. And just while I was talking with her, I just started sending messages. I took the donut that Meg posted, the very first one. I copied it and I pasted it to like 20 people. And that night, I think I sold 3 packs that night. So
and one of them was a mega.
and one of them was a mega pack.
With added Shakeology on top of it.
Yeah, it was to a couple. So they bought double. And then Sunday morning, I woke up really early, and I guess my flow from Saturday night just carried into Sunday morning. I made my coffee. I sat down. I did the same exact thing. I just went, I opened Facebook on my computer, which I don't normally do. I normally Facebook on my phone, but I just started going through my messenger on the right-hand side and just sending messages. I sent like 20 or 25 messages again and had people message me right back, people that I didn't think would. And my favorite conversation was a girl I went to high school with. She messaged me back immediately. We got to talking. We got her signed up within like the first 15 minutes of us talking. And after we got her signed up, she messaged me back and she said, I just want you to know that I don't think your message was by coincidence this morning. I've been going through a really hard time. My husband and I just got divorced because he was diagnosed bipolar, and I really needed this. So I just want to say thank you for taking a second to reach out to me. So that part was just like exactly what I needed to hear as a new coach, because it took me back to the place of like exactly why I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else? If you have questions, you can ask questions. If you want to share tips of how you're getting there, Katie, talk. You.
Towards the end of the month, I usually throw up a before and after. Those usually get a ton of engagement, as well as just literally going back through whether it's Teamsy or whatever tracking system you're using and sending an invite to every single person you've ever talked to. So if you've been a coach for 3 years, I mean, every single person, unless they've told you to never message them again. And so, yeah, it's literally just upping the ante and inviting every single person you've ever talked to, as well as continuously sending out those donuts, whether it be 100 plus a day or whatever it takes until you're there.
Gotcha. Mariah.
So I've definitely done the incentive thing with the Energize before, creating the urgency before and afters. But this month I started getting like, it's changed a little bit for me now, and I get to the middle of the month and I haven't hit 10 yet. I start feeling kind of that sense of like, okay, I got to get there. So I've started messaging like, normally I can do, like 10 people a day and I can still get in, but I'm like, no, I got a 10x it. So I've been doing like 30, 40, 50 donuts, invites, reaching out to likes and stuff like that. So I'm just reaching out to way more people, and then I have more people to follow up with, and it's just, compounding on itself.
Gotcha. Meg, was there anything else that you wanted to share too aside from that?
Yeah. So a couple other things. If you have people in your mobile enroller or share cart, I guess now.
It used to be called mobile enroller for you newbies who never knew it.
No, that haven't actually purchased, because I know a lot of us have like things come up, or people don't look at it or don't click through. There's something holding them back. To go back to all those people and say, hey, like, just want to let you know, I know Beth used this in the very beginning. She's not, I don't know if she's on this call, but hey, just to let you know, that link that you wanted me to send you is actually going to expire at the end of the month. And I wanted to make sure that you got the $10 off, because I don't want you to have any surprises next month. So just kind of like revisiting them to see like what's holding them back, and reminding them of that. It won't really expire for any new people, but you could tell them that. Let's see. You can make like a VIP list. I know I did this back in December for the launch of 80 Day, but having a post that says my group is starting on this date, whether it be March 5th or the week after, having a VIP list now and doing some sort of like gift for them. The first 5 get something. People want to be like VIP access. So again, like kind of what Joan said on our piece of paper, like VIP list. Let's see, what else did I have?
Can I just interrupt with one thought? The other thing is I know that I've spoken to a few people recently who are I know Katie said share before and after. That really works. I know I've spoken with a few people lately that aren't comfortable with that yet. But I can tell you that you can share before and after of me. You can share before and after of Meg, of Katie, of Kelsey, of Mariah, of anybody that pretty much anybody in the group. You could probably get permission to, and ask them and see if they're okay with it. So if you're not okay with sharing your own, you could still talk about how your journey is going and say, oh my God, I want to highlight this. This girl is in the current group with me. She's kicking butt. Say a little bit about her and then be like, next 5 people to join us, get entered to win a free sample of Energize or something like that. Like, you don't even have to give it to all 5 people. Just enter 5 people and then you can just spend $13. Like, so it's whatever you want to do. Yeah. Mariah said, permission granted always. Don't even ask. Ditto. You can just share me all day long, all over the place. I don't care. Really don't care. Me and my bathing suit.
And one more thing. Sarah and I were talking about this earlier today because we were getting a lot of money objections, so people don't have money. But we were thinking back to when we started 80 Day Obsession, and I know for me, like, I've saved $200 last month because I was not going out to eat as much. I was eating healthier, even though my grocery bill went up a little bit. I wasn't getting drinks out at dinner. I wasn't picking up a 4-pack like at every brewery. So I actually did save like $200 my first month. So it's just turning that kind of objection into, could you see yourself saving any money anywhere part of, your daily stuff? So
I legit in the last month have paid off like $3,000 to $5,000 in credit card debt. Because I'm not spending my money outside of the house doing anything. I'm literally like, the biggest expense that I did that was like going to the grocery store was a spa day, like once. So like all that money that Ryan and I usually spend out eating out like 5 days a week and having drinks every time I go out and, doing all that stuff has been saved and then put towards like where we need it. And so, yeah, I mean, look, Katie also paid off $3,000. Jen paying off $1,500 tomorrow. Guys, these are numbers like you should all screenshot them and share them. Literally, you can make a post out of this. But this is more of a coaching type post, so I would hold on to this and start your next week with this, like your first, like the month with this, because you're more likely to have somebody sign on as a challenger right now, like at the end of the month, than like just to sign up as a coach just like that. But you can definitely use it within your conversation right now. For those who have the monetary objection. Yeah. Anybody else want to share what they've done to get into Success Club this month? Who's in SC right now? Raise your hand. Freaking love it. Who's going to get into SC? Raise your hand right now. Yes, I love that. You guys, every single one of you can do it. And once you do it, it's just going to be like, oh my God, like that was, you know what I mean? And you're going to have that moment that clicks for you. And then it's all going to happen. Like, I know most of my people on here, have at least 2 points on the board. But if you guys still don't be discouraged. I'm telling you, there's plenty of time. Work with me, post in our message threads, post in the team page, ask for help. Get out there and use some of those tips that we just shared with you tonight. I'm glad that we kept the call to under 30 minutes because now it's only 9 o'clock and you can do what I really want you to do, which is put action into your business tonight to help you reach those month-end goals. So if there's no other questions, then I'm going to go ahead and jump off.
I have a question quickly. First of all, I just got another yes.
Yay!
So, but like, when you're friending random people that you have no clue, like how long do you normally wait until you like message them?
So I will tell you, I'm like a friending bandit, and I friend so many people that I have no idea when I friended them. I have like no freaking clue, like how long ago I friended them. I don't keep track of that stuff. I don't have time to keep track of that stuff. So if they like something of mine, like today, and I friended them yesterday, I'm gonna reach out to them, right? If you just friended somebody, I may start, like if you just friended somebody like an hour ago and you want to message them right away because you don't have, like Sarah, for instance, I know you said you went through like your entire audience, right? And so now you're in the midst of like adding more people to your network. So of course, like in order to talk to more people, you're going to have to start talking to like brand new people. So what I would suggest for those particular people is that as soon as you friend them, go like some of, like as soon as they accept your friend request, go like some of their stuff and then put them in your Teamsy or in your notebook to follow up with in like 2 days, and go like a couple more things and then start a conversation based on something they posted.
Okay.
But if you're just out there like willy-nilly like friending like a kabillion people each day like I do, like literally if I'm at the grocery line and I'm like waiting in line, I'm like boop, friend. Or like if I'm bored while I'm watching TV, I just start friending people because it's like, why not? You know, it's an easy no-brainer thing to do. If I'm laying in bed before I go to bed and I can't like fall asleep, it's like, okay, I'll start friending people. So by doing so, I've friended so many people so quickly that like I probably can't get to like all of them in one day anyway. So then they start seeing your stuff. So then if you're to go send out like what we were calling a donut, I know somebody asked that question and I did answer it in the chat. So hopefully that was a good enough answer. Lily, did you see that? You were the one who asked it. Okay. All right. So you can just send that out to them. Hey, I'm not sure if you've seen any of my posts lately. I know I've been posting a lot about my workouts, but it's just because I'm freaking loving this program. Have you heard anything about 80 Day Obsession? Like any fitness goals of your own? And you can literally even word it in a way too, Alicia, where you're like, I just, you know, I know we connected recently, but just want to, you know, I'm just always looking for like fit women or like, you know, fun, you know, women, whatever you want, however you want to word it, to connect with and, you know, network with or whatever. And then it's not weird and people just start talking to you. Or I knew you were friends with so-and-so and so-and-so, and you were a suggested friend, so I just added you because you didn't look like a serial killer. Right? Like, I've said that to people, and they laugh, giggle, haha, and then we move on, and we're friends for life. Unless they delete me, which
I'm pretty sure that's how Jonah and I became friends.
I know. Like, I'm just thinking about it right now, okay? How many of you I knew before Beachbody, and it's like Kelly. I worked with her husband. That was it.
I was like, you started with taking a picture of my dog, and then I find you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did meet you at a distillery, shocking, and she had a dog, also shocking. I was like, she's my people, we're gonna be friends. Like, so I friended her because duh. But I will say, I always friend people with the intention that, like, yeah, one day I might talk to this person about Beachbody, or they may want to join my challenge group, and even better if it's somebody that like I could actually see myself hanging out with or enjoying their company. Like, and it's not just, you know, because sometimes guys, and this is like so not to do with like our call to action of what to do tonight, but sometimes, wait, have I told you guys what I do on people's birthdays?
No.
I am such an asshole. I look at people on Facebook, and when their birthdays pop up, it's a great opportunity to be like, oh my God, happy birthday. Like, I hope you're having such an awesome day, in a private message, right? Like, be the different person than just like posts on their wall, happy birthday, like everybody else. Great start to jumping off a conversation with someone. And sometimes they'll be like, oh my God, you know what I want to do with my birthday money? I've seen your post. I want to jump into your group. That's awesome. This is not the asshole part. This is the asshole part. So when people it's their birthday and I look at them and I'm like, oh, that person is so not my audience, I unfriend. Happy birthday, you're unfriended. Because if I were to unfriend everybody at once, that like if I was to go through my Facebook feed, right? And I'm like, oh my God, this dude that's like my friend, son, you know, we went to elementary school together. We were in like Miss Rob's class. I haven't seen him since then. Somehow we're friends on Facebook, right? Like, he's not my audience. Delete, you know, like that sort of thing. So, or like, you see their name pop up and it's their birthday and you're like, oh yeah, that's the person I unfollowed because all they do is complain on social media and then like put other people's like text messages up to them on blast for other people to see. Like, not my jam, not my teammate. Goodbye, unfriended. So yeah, I use happy birthdays as ways to reach out to people and as ways to clear out my friends list and make more room for more. Happy birthday, you're unfriended. And also part of the reason I do that too, and I don't think I got to my point, is that if you legitimately unfriended all of those people at once, it's going to mess with your Facebook algorithm. So basically it'll see like this huge drop in friends on your page. And it'll just mess with like who sees your stuff, and you might see like your likes and things like that go down. But if you're doing it like I'm adding and taking a little away like all the time, that's not really going to mess with it. Here's another thing. If you're carrying a bunch of dead weight around on your social media, like you're friends with all of these like Joe Schmoes from like kindergarten that you don't know, and you know, they're just hanging out there and you never ever like their stuff and they never ever like your stuff, but for some reason you're friends on Facebook, that also is affecting your algorithm because it's making the percentage of people who actually like your stuff that are friends with you lower. So it doesn't seem as important. Let's say you had 10 friends and all 10 of those friends liked your shit every single day. Every single post you put up, you could literally be like, I am sitting on the toilet pooping, and they're like, thumbs up, like, hope you're having a good time in there, right? Like they're going to see every post ever from now on after that because they just like everything you do. So they're going to see all your posts. But say you have 10 friends on there and only one person has been liking your stuff all the time. Even if number 2 or number 4 would have liked your stuff, they're not going to see it as much because the percentage is lower. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that part plays into people liking your stuff. So if you're like, how do I get more people to like my stuff so that I can reach out to them? That's one thing. Another thing is posting consistently. So posting consistently, posting pictures of yourself, posting before and after photos, posting things that think people are going to like, posting things of value rather than just posting crap. You literally added me and I saw your post within an hour. I wanted to know what it was. So yeah, I know. Kelsey, you're a weirdo though. Like, you're my little weirdo, but you're a weirdo. I mean, she literally signed up, like, no, and she told me, I'm just going to do a challenge pack to, like, do, like, the group. And I was like, you should coach. And she was like, let me think about it. Like, an hour later, she comes back and she's like, yeah, I'll coach. And then, like, that freaking first month of coaching, she made, like, $600 and, like, went diamond in 34 days. I was like, okay, so I guess, Alicia, you can just reach out to everybody anytime. Who cares? You know, Kelsey, okay. I did her and, you know, whatever. Here's the thing. You can't send the right message to the wrong person. And you can't send the wrong message to the right person. And those who are meant for you, the things that are meant for you in life will not pass you by. The things that are meant for you in life will not pass you by, but you have to put in the action. You guys, every single one of you on this call can be successful in this business. It's whether you're taking action and it's whether you're telling yourself you can or not. And I'm telling you that if you're sitting there going, I don't know if this is going to work for me. I don't think this works. I don't know about all of this. And you're doing the action won't work as well. It's a weird thing, but it won't. But if you sit down and you're like, send everybody to me that needs my help right freaking now, like send them to me. And then every single time you get a yes, you go, yes, thank you, more please. And you keep putting that energy out there and you're like, I'm going to help all these fucking people tonight. That's what I'm going to do. And you get at that computer and you eat some Skittles and you fly on a plane. All of a sudden you sign everybody in the world and you're a successful business coach, beach party coach.
But we can't eat Skittles because it's not on the plan.
The Skittles are not on the plan this time. But the energy behind the Skittles is.
Now I just want Skittles. Thanks, John.
You're welcome. I went to the movies this afternoon and I was like, shit, I want some candy. But I didn't. We saw that movie. What was it called? Game Night. It was so funny that I was crying at one point. Like crying in the movie theater. I was laughing so hard I was crying and I couldn't breathe and I couldn't even hear the rest of what was happening in the movie because I kept punching Ryan and looking at him crying. So anyway, that happened. All right. Yes, thank you. More please. Make that your mantra. All right. Now I've gone over by 7 minutes and I don't like that, so I'm letting you go. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.